Component number 3 is strength. So this is the ability of the torso to contract and the amount of force it can use to contract. So we want to sort of hold heavy-ish types of weights. Now for some people doing a plank, strength could be the initial part, just getting into the position and using that strength. What we then need to be able to do is get up into the position, which is strength, and then build the endurance and stability on top of that. That's why these first 3 sort of work together. There's no real order to them. You need to work on all of them at the same time. But as the example of that, what I'm going to do is just use this. So this has got 3 plates and just that additional plate on top. But here, there's not much force, it's not terribly hard. But as soon as I straighten my hands, now it's really starting to work. And I'll come in and it would hold. Now with regards to my online program, for the first 12 weeks, it's all body weight. So you don't have to worry about equipment or anything like that. So this bit doesn't really count within the 12-week program. But as the example of strength, I'm able to hold that position. Obviously strength is about initial force. If I then stick another couple of plates on there, I'm going to need to require that much more strength to be able to go from here and out and back in, and then I can continue on down, generating more and more strength. So from the perspective of core strength, that's what you're kind of looking for, just the ability to get into the position. So as a start to the program, it may be just being able to get into a kneeling plank or a side plank. So you need to build that strength first to get there. Once you've got there, you then build the endurance into it. And then with other exercises, you've got the stability aspect of it, which will help the strength and the endurance. So there is no first one as a linear. You need to build endurance first, then you need to build this first, then you need to build that first. These 3 sort of work all at the same time, but you do need these 3 before you do the next 2, which we're going to talk about. So that's component 4 and component 5. So you do need an initial strength, you do need an initial endurance, and you do need an initial stability. This is what happens in the first 12 weeks of the program. This is what we build. When it gets to the next part of the program, we start to build these next 2 components.